Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be doing the unboxing for this Lenovo K5 Plus. Actually, it's known as the Lenovo Vibe K5 Plus, and it's sold in India via Flipkart online for 8,500 rupees. It's approximately 130 US dollars, and this is sort of the budget phone, and I feel this is the replacement for the Lenovo A6000 Plus, which was launched last year. So let's open this up, and here it gives you basic idea about the specs. This one actually comes with the Snapdragon 616 chipset, which is the successor to the 615. It's still an Octa Core processor. We also have Dolby Atmos support, so that is interesting. So this is the box, and I got this silver variant. We have two other colors also, and we get a screen guard inside the box. And this is the handset itself. Without the battery, it feels really light. And the new thing is that it's now in aluminum, so they're going the metallic way. Frankly, I feel the dark colored one or even the gold one might look better, but again, color is always a preference. Back is silver, as you can see, but from the front it is white. Let's quickly look at what else do we get. And looks like some pamphlet and stuff, and a quick start guide that we get, and this is in color, so it gives you an idea how to insert the SIM and stuff. And this one is a proper dual SIM with a dedicated slot for MicroSD card, no hybrid jumbo stuff. And regarding the Sar rating here, it says on the head is 0.669, and that's for Europe. Good, they are actually publishing both the values, and for India that follows the US Sar rating. For head is 0.88 and for body is 0.94. So that's the Sar rating, warranty info stuff. And this is the battery. Looks huge, but it's actually not a very big battery. It's just a 2750 milliamp hour battery, but the size, as you can see, it's really wide. So this is the battery that we get, and we just get the USB cable and the power brick. So no headphones and stuff, that is included. And again, it's a Lenovo branded charger, and it's a 5 volt at 1.5 amps. So it'll be interesting to see how much time it takes to charge it. So that's what we get in the box. So let's look at the handset now, and this is the handset itself. And again, we'll just remove this one if I can. Yeah, it comes out, and as I told you, the handset feels really light. Let's try to open it up, and we have an indent over here, so let's try to pop open this one, and it is tough to take out. Okay, so yeah, this one comes out, and again, as I told you, it's a proper dual SIM with a micro SD card, so no hybrid jumbo stuff that we are getting with most of the devices these days. So let's pop in the battery, and let's do let me give you a physical overview. Actually, from the back, because of this metallic, now the weight distribution is nice. And regarding the dual speakers, it's dual speakers on the bottom, it's not on the top and bottom, just on the bottom, two dual speakers, and we have that Dolby logo, the Lenovo logo over here. The rear facing camera is supposed to be a 13 megapixel shooter, but again, we know Lenovo cameras anyways. And the front facing camera is supposed to be a 5 megapixel shooter. Moving to the top, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, micro USB slot that will be used for charging, the power volume rockers, and they give good feedback, initial impressions, power on off button. On the bottom we just have the microphone, and on this end nothing. So let me actually just power this on and set it up. In the meantime, I'll give you a specs overview. This Lenovo K5 Plus is powered by the Snapdragon 616 chipset, which is actually an Octa Core chipset. And the first quad core is clocked at 1.5 GHz based on the ARM Cortex A53, and the second quad core is clocked at 1.2 GHz. That's also based on the ARM Cortex A53. Moving to the GPU, it has the Adreno 405 GPU. It comes with 2 GB of RAM, 16 GB of internal storage. It also has a dedicated microSD card slot. It has a 5-inch 1080p screen. It also has dual speakers and Dolby Atmos support. Moving to the camera, it has a 13 megapixel rear facing camera and a 5 megapixel front facing camera. It also has FM radio, and the battery is a 2750 milliamp hour battery. So I've just set up the device, and this is the stock Lenovo Vibe UI that we get. And if you just go over here, it already says that we have a update. I'll do that update later on. And again, we have the quick toggles, but let's look at the other settings. And if we go to about the device and go to device info, as you can see, it's running on the Android version 5.1.1. So we are getting Lollipop out of the box. But again, Lenovo is pretty slow with their updates, so I'm not sure when we'll get Android M, that is Marshmallow, on this device. Let's go back, and these back buttons are touch capacitive, but I noticed that they're not backlit as of now. And again, as you can see, it's a 8-core processor clocked at 1.5 gigahertz. I don't know, on the box I think so somewhere it said 1.7 gigahertz, but it's a 1.5 gigahertz. And RAM we have is 2 gigabytes. Let's look at the storage. I did not add any micro SD card or anything like that. So let's see, out of that 16 gigabytes, how much do we get? So we just get 10.7 gigabytes of space available to us. And I didn't even add a Google account now. So when you added, generally Android updates their apps. So roughly you'll be looking at around 10 gigabytes of internal storage. But we can add a, SD card. And looks like USB OTG is also supported. It says USB storage. So USB OTG is there. So that's nice. Let's go back and let's look at what else is installed. So there is some bloatware that is pre-installed, as you can see, Mantra app and stuff and all those things. So there is some bloatware. Let's see if we can uninstall it. Oh, you can uninstall it, so that's nice. So you can get rid of the some of the bloatware like this. Let's say you don't want this Evernote, just click and drag and you can remove some of the bloatware. So that's nice. And regarding the weight, the phone feels it does not feel heavy in the hand. And let's now fire up the web browser. Let's see, this is the Google Chrome web browser. Let me adjust the brightness, it's too bright, I guess. Yeah, we have the auto brightness also. So the basic sensors are there, no issues. And as of now, regarding the screen quality seems to be fine. Regarding the price point, this is the stock keyboard, as I told you, and it gives haptic feedback when you type. And for some reason I'm disconnected from my Wi-Fi. Let's just connect back. Yeah, it's connected now. And let's just reload. And as you can see, it loaded it fairly quickly. Let's try to go to the desktop version. It has 2 gigabytes of RAM, which is sort of standard in this price range. So the general performance should be good, but we need to test how is the performance of the Snapdragon 616. In general performance, it should be good for a 1080p screen, but I have to test how would be the heating issues and stuff. It's getting slightly warm, but I've heard that this update does solve some of the heating issues, so I will definitely update it and then do my testing later on. Let's also quickly look at the cameras. It's a 13 megapixel rear facing camera that we get. So let's have a look at it. And we get this, nothing basic UI. Let's try to take this picture. The shutter speed is, there is a half a second delay it takes. Let's look at these pictures. Again, this is in good lighting. Again, even in this lighting, just notice there is a little bit of shake. And notice the speaker, it's not that sharp. Oops, let's just look at it again. This one came sharp. No, if I zoom in, yeah, a little bit of this one, let's see. So the camera, again, though it's a 13 megapixel shooter, looks like it's sort of average. Again, I have to test the camera a lot more. I'll test the camera and post my results in my full review. So guys, that's it for now for this unboxing and first look at this Lenovo K5 Plus. If you have any specific questions around this device, do post them in the YouTube comments and I'll try to include them in my review. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video.